Hey everybody, today I'm going to dive into the latest buzz surrounding Baldur's Gate 3 and its most recent update, patch number 1. But before I get into that, I have to say that this game has really won me over. I never thought I would like a top-down, turn-based RPG with tons of cutscenes that take control away from me. That's one of my big pet peeves about other games. Please don't take control away from me when you're talking to me. I prefer the option to run and jump around like an idiot if I want to, or maybe I'll just sort through my inventory while the game delivers mostly inconsequential dialogue. But I don't feel this way about Baldur's Gate 3. Even though it's mostly turn-based, I don't mind the game taking control away from me during the cutscenes, especially when they're so entertaining and my choices have so many real consequences in the game. Okay, enough rambling. It's time to give 'em the business. First off, the developers at Larian Studios have been hard at work addressing over 1,000 bugs, balancing issues, and flow problems. That's right, over 1,000. That's amazing. This patch is so extensive that the notes exceeded Steam's text limit. Now that's commitment. Here are some highlights from the patch. Remember those pesky NPCs that used to spot you when they really shouldn't have been able to? Well, that's been fixed. No more getting caught when you're sure that you were hidden. Remember those floating mugs and newspapers that defied the laws of gravity? They've been grounded. Some players experienced issues with the conclusion of Shadowheart's romance scene not triggering. Well, that's been addressed. As for the shorter in-game races, apparently they were getting the short end of the stick when it came to kissing, but no more. There's better kissing contact for them, so they too can give them the romance business. The patch has tackled some visual bugs and added more post-launch polish, so the game will look even more stunning, and it looks pretty great already if you ask me. One of my only gripes about this game is that we're locked into a top-down view and can't look up at all the beautiful work that the artists have done. There are mods for that though, and I have to tell you they are awesome, but I'll cover those in another video. And here are a few miscellaneous updates. They fixed looting corpses, sometimes not appearing in multiplayer. At least there was nothing to fight over then. Now they can fight over the loot again. Helping downed party members won't result in a random game over screen anymore. They made gold bounties more generous in several containers across the game. I'm curious how big an issue this was though. Any of you out there feel as though you weren't getting enough gold to buy the things you wanted? Not sure I did. Let me know in the comments. And here's a fun change. If you get partial ceramorphosis, the side effects of having that tadpole in your brain, well, it'll now rot your teeth. Oh, that's going to be fun for those of us who spent a ton of time in character creation making our avatars look beautiful. The modesty filter now works correctly for Dragonborns. There have also been several adjustments to character clothing and appearances for modesty and accuracy. We don't want any surprises in that area, especially in mixed company. As for performance, Larian Studios made some miscellaneous optimizations, but also announced that patch number 2 will come soon and will include significant performance improvements. Another way you can enhance your performance in Baldur's Gate 3 is to just throw out that old potato on your desk and get yourself a shiny new Zydex computer. I own one and I love it. They're one of the few companies that offer a lifetime parts and labor warranty. Just use my link, jiroktheviking.com/Zydex to check out the sales and discounts they have going on right now. As I mentioned before, there are over 1,000 changes. They really gave us the business with this patch. And here are some fun facts Larian Studios released with the latest patch. Players have collectively played over 200 million hours of Baldur's Gate 3 since its launch. That's over 22,000 years. The most popular class choice is currently Paladin, followed by Sorcerer, while the award for least popular class goes to Cleric. Aw, poor clerics. Human and elf characters are the player's favorite races, followed swiftly and unsurprisingly by half-elf. The lesser played races include dwarf, gnome, githyanki, and halfling. I chose dwarf myself, and my second character is a gnome, so I guess I'm in the latter category. But Larian Studios says, "We get it, they're not exactly the most ethereal beauties of the realms, but they'd still form a rad metal band." Before I close out here, I'd like to give a huge thanks to those wonderful people who support me over on Patreon. You can find that link in the description if you're interested. I want to end this by saying that it's surprising to see how much Larian Studios was able to tackle in such a short amount of time. I hope they can keep this momentum going. It's a huge win for us with a game that is already quite an accomplishment. Until next time, keep your blades sharp and your spells prepared. That's it for now. Have fun out there.